I've trawled through the monster manual and I've identified all of the monsters people might want to fuck. Criteria for inclusion are, does it pass the Harkness test, or is it a classic D&D monster? That's it. Number one, nice and easy, the Aarakocra. It's just a little guy, right? This is an eagle person, okay? They are a fully playable species in the game, okay?
Look, I'm automatically in on this.
Go on.
Can summon an air elemental if they get 4 buddies together. That's a 6-way.
Yeah, that just happens for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They all get together and suddenly there's an air elemental in the mix, who, by the way, will be showing up later, also passes the Harkness test.
Cool. So my thoughts on this is, outside of their limited kissability because of the beak, it's going to be kind of hard there. This is just a dude. Like,
It's
this is
just a dude,
a
yeah.
guy.
It's just a dude. It's just
This is no
just a
different
guy.
than a human.
just a
Yeah.
little
No
guy.
different.
We've got a smash already in there.
This is no different than saying, "Oh, would you smash a human?"
Well,
Is
I feel
bandit
like-
number 3 in the monster manual smashable? Probably.
We're not dealing with standard human genitals. We're dealing with a cloaca.
Yeah, that's
Does
fine.
this change things? They poo from there.
Lack of confusion. Lack of confusion.
I mean, okay, Nick, people pooing from a hole does not stop that hole from being, you know.
No, you are.
Exactly.
As soon as I said it, I was like, I've
always-
made a mistake. I've made a definite mistake.
I
Help.
believe any gay sex, really. It's
I made a
not,
mistake.
It's not even weird.
I apparently
There
am
are
going
no
contrary.
mistakes. Only happy accidents.
Oh, we have a
I'm
pass
going-
from Goggles.
Help.
Look, all I'm saying, if you're into cannibalism, you can smash, and then you've got a nice dinner later.
Goggles, why not? What makes this a no?
Mostly the fact that you have to deal with claws, and I'm not about that. I'm not about claws. I'm not about being pecked.
Wow, you're going to have a
Literal.
rough time, let me tell you that, with the monster manual. If you're not about claws, you're going to have to get over that claw problem.
Look, all right. As well as that,
problem. Go.
look, chickens are fucking demons, and I don't necessarily want to deal with a man chicken.
But also,
That's fair.
but also, on the flip coin, I'd probably want to fuck a demon. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
I
there's some
mean-
on this list. Don't worry. There's some on the list.
I mean,
Awesome.
okay, wait. Like, dealing with a man chicken is simple. Just take off all their feathers and they become a normal man.
It's true.
All right, Diogenes.
Get Diogenes, idiot. I think we've got a pretty clear smash here. Two out of 3 on smash for the Aarakocra. Yeah, I would. I reckon the feathers would be soft to hold on to. Like good cuddles. Like you get the wings wrapped around you afterwards. That's nice. I like that. You're all thinking about the event itself. I'm thinking about the aftercare. It's gonna be
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna need aftercare with those claws. On to the next one, which I think is going to be a unanimous smash. Okay, hold on to your horses because we're going to the Aboleth. These are literally older than God.
Tentacles.
Right?
Smash.
I mean, immediate.
That's it. I've seen tentacles.
Luke's in immediately. These are mind-controlling underwater creatures. They can see your greatest desires telepathically. That's not something I've added flavor to. They literally can see your greatest desires telepathically.
What is this hypno shit? Have you just taken like some kind of hentai tags here? We have hypnosis, we have tentacles.
No.
What is this?
Okay,
where do
Yeah,
you
no,
think?
I'm not down for enslaves people and obeys the law. I'm hitting pass. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
There's ethics here.
I'd be on it if it's consensual.
I have multiple
The
things I
enslaving
want to
people
bring
being
up.
consensual.
I mean, there's always
Okay,
fantasy, and this is a fantasy
Exactly.
product.
Yeah.
And they also obey the law.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I don't know why. They're listed as lawful on... I don't know what laws they obey, but...
Their own, probably.
So,
They're pretty old, so gilfs.
okay, so
The gills.
first,
No, they've got gills.
first of all, notice how the teeth on its mouth go all the way around. That mouth does not close. That means it gives awful head.
That's true.
Wait, hold on. Your point is the teeth all around mean the mouth doesn't close, so it gives awful head. Not the fact that it's literally ringed with
If
razor
you
sharp
want to
teeth.
get shredded down there, who are we to judge?
The teeth aren't the problem
like-
for Iris. It's the fact it doesn't close.
Look, all I'm saying is, unless it has a very dexterous tongue, it's not giving good head. That's point one I want to
That
make.
is true. No, that's a fair point. It's a fair point.
Point two, I am a fan of the tentacles and somewhat a fan of the hypnosis. I think those could work. However, it is a slaver and a cop.
It is.
Therefore,
Oh, there we go. So we're gonna pass on the Aboleth, a classic D&D monster. The next one, I know for a fact one of you is gonna hit Smash 4. I think it may be all three of you, but I know at least there's gonna be one Smash. Here we go.
Wait, Nick. What about you for the Aboleth?
Oh yeah, no, totally. The Abominable Yeti.
I mean,
Look at this thing.
I mean,
Big, furry. Look at those arms for cuddling. Does have claws again, Goggles, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
It also has a breath weapon, which is kind of wild.
Oh.
Like it breathes ice.
How tall is the
What in
Yeti?
the, I was saying, what in the Dragonborn?
Let me
The
check the
Abominable
height of the
Yeti.
Abominable Yeti. I can
Daddy.
get this information for you. The Abominable Yeti is a huge creature, so it's at least 15 foot tall.
Acceptable.
okay. Okay.
Iris is in.
So this is more of a step on me daddy, step on me mummy kind of situation.
But if you'd fuck Sully from Monsters Inc., then you'd fuck the Yeti.
One, it's very large, very soft. I would be protected in its arms.
Yes.
True.
And two, me standing up straight puts me right at service level, which is kind of hot.
Phrases on that.
I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I probably would.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah.
the cold breath mitigates the kind of very hairy.
Is that going to be like a really weird blowjob if there's like icicles in it?
A bit cold.
I mean,
Or is it like when,
I mean-
you suck a mint and then, you know?
so it's probably more the whole thing with Ice Cube play.
Could be, yeah.
Exactly.
Also, by the way,
That's what I'm thinking.
if you do that, don't suck a normal mint. Choose a sugar-free mint or anyway. That's how you get a yeast infection. Anyway, no, and we don't need to be covering that right now. This is not a.
Why
We
are we here?
don't need to, this is not like how to harvest yeast for
Stop
bread.
introducing sugar down there is all I'm saying. Okay. Goggles, what are you thinking?
I'm a big fan of.
Smash. Giving it a punch of smash.
Could this be our first unanimous smash?
It might well be first unanimous smash because I do like a big fluffy guy and I do like having handholds.
You mentioned that it would probably be cold. I disagree. A creature that large, covered in that much fur, it has extreme body temperature to live in that type of climate. It's going to be steaming.
So for me, it's a pass. Do you know why it's a pass?
Probably too hairy for Nick.
Look at that picture. Look at that picture, right? You just explained it's not cold, right? Where's the stick?
Yeah.
Hidden in the fur.
Retractable.
Tiny. Absolutely fucking tiny
Retractable.
is what happened. It's not cold. It's just tiny.
Hidden in the fur.
No, sorry. Another episode of the Size Queen's Gambit. I ain't having it.
Also, you gotta look at
just
things relatively. That is 15 feet tall. What may be small relative to it would probably still be pretty large for a regular person.
So just a quick thing here. My partner's currently watching the stream, and she has just sent me a message of, should I be worried that you smashed the yes?
My partner has left the house. Ah, yes. The Air Elemental. A 2-for-1 package
big
deal with the
suck.
Aarakocra. Yeah, the big suck.
The big suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
The big suck, for fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
They literally can envelop you without any problem.
Right,
So they can get all around you.
Just first thing, flies.
Yeah. Not as in
Is
the
that, like,
creature. There's an-
Actual, yeah, I was
it can fly.
sorry, it's all flies.
What I
Found a
mean with the
swarm.
flies there is, like that segment from Aladdin. Like, imagine that be a fucking.
I mean, yeah.
That'd be pretty neat. I
Okay.
mean, it might be cold, but it'd
Yeah,
be
this is
pretty
the
neat.
problem. This feels like a very chilly experience.
Oh, we got to
So-
know. We got to pass.
I gotta pass because I feel like there's nothing that this thing can do to satisfy me.
Very demanding.
No, but like it doesn't have enough physical presence.
Ooh.
I'm not sure it could actually move anything on me. I think it's a terrible lover. Pass.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think this is going to be too cold, and I don't like that. That's a
I
no
just
from
want to
me.
add their main move is called slam, so they can deal bludgeoning damage. They can do some effect on you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all they
pretty
are
cold.
is wind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a load of wind. So we've got 2 passes so far. Is this going to be our first unanimous pass? Does this change how you all feel about the air elemental joining in with the Aarakocra?
I mean, he's all right joining in because there's others to help out there. This one just can't really do it on its own. It's not like he's just going to go, oh yeah, I'm just going to quickly blow dry your dick or something. You know, I quickly give you a blow dry.
I'm going to blow dry your dick. See, I imagine that's not fun. You know what? I was originally, I thought this would be, you know, a blowjob professional, and so it would have been a pass for me. No, a smash for me. No, I'm coming around to it. I see your point. It's also a pass for me.
Yeah, no, this thing gives no more pleasure than your average air conditioner. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't think your average air conditioner does go up in the air, unless it does, in which case I stand corrected.
Me with my
Then you
dick in the
get that
Dyson
repaired.
Airblade. Right, this one I think is going to be a unanimous smash. I think we've got a good one coming up. All right, the Androsphinx.
Oh yeah, I remember you
I
telling us
have a
that.
question. Are Androsphinxes all male?
All Androsphinxes are male. The Gynosphinx will be later. They are literally separate. They work differently as well.
So is the Androsphinx a kind of
I'm sorry, I'm a lesbian.
Well, that's fair. That's totally fair. The Androsphinx is a male sphinx, and the Gynosphinx is a female sphinx. It's just they work completely different. The Androsphinx doesn't do so much about riddles. The Gynosphinx does. Yeah, it's a Nido King, Nido Queen situation.
How does it literally take years off your life then?
They have control over time, and they can de-age you.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Okay.
They literally take years off of your life. They can also age you if you would like. They can keep you basically alive forever if you want.
Does it, does the aging affect memory?
No, you just gain or lose biological age. Essentially, your body de-ages or ages.
Oh, okay, I have a question.
So mad at you.
I know I already passed them. What
Yeah.
does make a banging dinner refer to in this case?
One of their spells is Hero's Feast. It's their highest level spell.
Playing the entire time.
And Hero's Feast is such a good food that you cannot be frightened. You become immune to poison. You're cured of all diseases. Yeah, and you gain a shitload of hit points. So
Also, you will never know if they're mad at you. I couldn't live with that. I'm autistic. You need to be blunt.
Yeah,
That's
I
fair.
would.
they specifically, you cannot discern their emotions at all.
Oh yeah, I got that. I need information. As much as I like the idea of food, I'm like,
This is not Monster Manual long-term relationship or pass. This is Monster Manual smash or pass.
Yeah, but I'd still.
Okay, I'm surprised. I'm still on smash, is all I'm saying.
even if
The
it's
whole
like
thing for
one
me
night
is
fucking
smashing. I like
stand, I
to know
still want
what
to
my
goddamn know.
partner's-
It could be a
Yeah,
10-year fucking stand in one night. Just saying.
Yeah, no. Even if it's that long, I like just tell me. Just tell me if you're mad. Just fucking tell me shit.
You said this was like a one night smash or pass. This thing manipulates time. Who knows how long one night's going to be?
That's
I
true.
could have to put up with this for years.
But also, like, I want to know if I'm smashing them wrong.
Okay, well, I mean that's
Like,
fair. Yeah,
how
you
am I
need
gonna,
a
how
signal,
am I
right?
going to know that? I'm the kind of person that wants
like
my partner
feedback.
to be happy.
You need to know
Exactly.
if you're hitting the Androsphinx right.
Yes, intimacy requires communication.
Yeah, that's fair. No, you know what? I get it. I'm still smash.
Fair enough.
I get where you're
it,
coming
but
from,
still.
though. But I would. All right, this one is going to be our first hardness test failure. Classic D&D monster. I'm also putting in, because I'm not sure if it technically counts as a sex toy instead. We go over to the animated armor.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I am not 100% sure if this counts as sex. I don't think it's alive. I'm going for the raw D&D interpretation where this is effectively like the brooms from Fantasia. You know, a wizard has gone, get moving, pieces of armor, and that's it.
Is
Next
this a
question.
Master Chief situation? You wear it and have a good time.
Yeah, that's
It
what I was
jacks you off.
First of all, that doesn't actually happen. That's just a fake thing on Twitter.
The suit
Second of
jacks you
all,
off.
does this come with its own strap, or must I provide my own?
Important.
I think if the armor came with it, and I think there's probably enough kinky, like, Renaissance and medieval era armor. I've definitely seen some armor with like all sorts of stuff added in. So
You could probably do like bondage play with this.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you just get in the armor. Bondage play while you're also laughing.
I'll
Turn one.
probably say pass, simply because there are more effective sex toys out there that are cheaper than a full suit of plate armor. Seeing the prices of plate armor in D&D, you can get so much more effective toys.
Yeah, you could just get a jar of
for the
bees.
same price.
It's about the experience. Exactly, it is.
Yeah.
Quick question. Blind sight. What
Yeah.
does that do?
It can see in the dark, sort of. It can't actually see in the dark. What it has is, proprioception, where when you close your eyes and you move your hand in front of your face, you know where your hand is in relation to your face anyway, and you can kind of see a shadow of it. It has that, but for much greater distances and for other things that aren't itself.
Ooh.
So, you could do it with the lights off, and it'd know exactly where your finer points are. Your finer points, your erogenous zones.
It also depends if it's clumsy or not.
For clumsiness, it is as dexterous as a human.
I mean, that doesn't narrow it down at all. Humans can be pretty fucking clumsy, not gonna lie.
As the average human.
You know what? If I'm already in the armor, then it'll protect me if I'm clumsy as fuck. Smash.
Nice.
I think my only question is, how much autonomy does the animated armor have, or is it something that takes orders?
It's like a Bluetooth sex toy. Hold on, let me get my Bluetooth sex toy suit of armor.
Animated armors
Full on
have absolutely no sense of self or free will. They just follow the order of whatever created them or is currently controlling them. They are not actually living creatures at all.
No.
At least it would also, if it's like a following commands kind of thing of someone who's ordering them about.
If I'm the one controlling the animated armor, then there's my answer.
Hey, there it is. So we've got 2 smashes and a pass. For me, I am a pass on this. I think there's too much chance of getting pinched.
I believe there's probably a good chance of you becoming William Afton.
Oh no, I don't know what that means, and I don't want to, considering the context. We've got a very different Harkness failure for the next one, and this is another classic D&D monster. Say hello to the Ankheg.
What the fuck?
And here we see the Ankheg. It is a giant insect that has acidic blood and will eat you alive. We've already got a smash from Iris. One interesting thing, you note I say it's easier to penetrate when it's prone. That is true. That is codified on its stat block. Its armor is lower when it's prone. It will burrow out of the ground, surprise you, eat you, and drag you away. What are we thinking?
Right.
No.
Okay, right. So I'm kind of biased right now, as this thing looks a lot like a character from the Hero Shooter Paladins by the name of Yagharoth, and I think Yagharoth is one of the hottest characters in the game. I'm in love with her.
So to me, it looks like it's gonna fucking bite my fucking head off.
Yes.
As soon as we're done.
Yes.
Insect shit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that was a smash.
No,
Okay.
I am passing.
One other question.
Yeah.
And this is more interpretation than anything. Do you think it has an ovipositor?
Oh god.
Yeah, probably.
Then double smash.
I'm firmly in the pass section for this one. I like to have my head still attached to my body if possible. This one's a pass. People aren't horny for the not intelligent giant insect. This thing is huge, by the way. It's, well, not huge. It's large, so it's about 10 foot by 10 foot.
You've already won me over, Nick. You don't have to keep going.
This next one I think is going to be positive amongst the furries. Okay, the Arcanaloth. So we're talking
well-dressed.
a human-sized sort of ferret or I guess fox sort of shape. They don't all look exactly like the Arcanaloth. This is a demon. This is your first demon.
Okay, so initially I was going to say
yes. Smash.
Initially I was initially going to say something along the lines of, this is just like an Aarakocra, it's just a guy. But if it's a demon, if this is a demon, that changes things.
Now you have my attention.
So a little bit of information on this. They literally can speak every single language on Earth. They are often diplomats and spies because of that, and also they're always well dressed. They take great pains in their appearance. They can also telepathically communicate for 120 feet.
I like a fancy man. What can I say?
Yeah, they're great. They often like to steal things.
Tiny character flaw.
I mean, yeah, they do. They do. Lick my heart. It's already winning.
Yeah, no, I thought so. I'd smash as well. It's unanimous. This is a smash. I think everyone agrees.
Giving me commands from over 120 feet away that no one else could hear. That sounds great.
Yeah. They can tell you to come from 120 feet away without anyone knowing.
Ooh.
The next one I think is going to be pretty bad. This one, I think it's going to surprise people because this is a Harkness test pass.
Okay.
And I think you'll look at this and go, I don't believe you. The Awakened Shrub.
What?
Ooh, hello.
Fluent in one language and they can speak. It passes the Harkness test as an intelligence of 10, which is average human.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Is it mobile at all? Like in any sort
Yes.
like does it have like vines it can move?
Yeah, Awakened Shrubs can move. They can move 20 feet in 6 seconds.
Huh.
Huh. Yeah. I was like, what?
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
This is the first of many surprising Harkness test passes. It has claws. While it remains motionless, it is indistinguishable from a normal bush.
I'm just saying, if it has like any sort of prehensile vine that I can work with.
Wow. Also, by the way, this is why I messaged you all in the group chat asking if if a shrub is a baby tree. Because it's like,
oh, right. Okay.
it's not though. Shrubs are adults, aren't they? Because it's not a baby tree.
An adult bush.
So
They are charmed by the caster for a week. That's part of the spell. After 1 week, they decide whether to continue to accompany you based on how you've treated them. They just become fully sentient. We're assuming it's been at least a week, that you're not under the spell for the purposes of this.
how does it have claws?
It's more like twigs and thorns, yeah. It rakes you with them.
No. I'm already.
No.
I mean, that's only if it
pass.
attacks you. It doesn't have to.
Oh
I'm not
no,
into that.
but
Fair.
I don't really want to get my dick sliced, thanks.
Coward.
Coward.
Free bottom
I
surgery,
mean-
that's what I say.
No.
A little bit of pain is fine,
Well,
but
well, would you fuck a treant, then you'd fuck a bush. I wouldn't fuck a treant because,
Coward.
fucking splinters.
Coward.
Coward.
Splinters.
I've got to say, for me, it's a pass. I don't know where I'd put it.
well, I'll be the one.
I
Really?
don't like splinters.
Like, would I just grab like a handful of leaves? Like, that's gonna be like fucking someone's hair. That's weird.
Can you get splinters in?
I mean, that happens though.
I mean, you're assuming you'd be on the top in this situation.
Even so, it's a pass for me. So we've got it's mostly passes. Iris, you are the only smasher on this one. It's okay though. We're going to
Sorry.
something very different for the next one.
Sorry, awakened shrub. You're not
The
getting
Awakened
anything today.
Tree.
This isn't different. I mean, same argument. I'm not. I splinters. No. No.
What
No
kind of
splinters
wood?
by my junk.
What type of wood are we talking?
Hardwood,
It depends on the
hardwood,
tree.
softwood.
It depends on the. It could literally be any tree. Can just be given
MDF? I don't know.
sentience.
Don't
It's
fucking
probably not MDF.
Well, what you're saying is the tree sucks.
For all the reasons of the previous one, the Awakened Shrub, but with the added bonus of it appeals to size queens.
Okay, yeah. All right. Iris is in. What are you thinking, Luke? Does this change your mind now that there's a little bit less like thorns and vines and all that, and it's big limbs can wrap around you and cuddle you?
Nick, why are you getting horny about the tree?
I mean, I always was. That's my secret goggles. I'm always horny.
Still splinters. I'm going to pass.
Still
I'm
splinters.
not-
And look, wait,
not
wise
look,
man.
look,
keen on
look at
splinters in the deck.
look at the bright side. If an Aarakocra lives in it, that's a threesome.
That's true. That's true. Or an Ankheg.
Oh my god.
I gotta say, it's a smash for me. First of all, tree sap. Hello, natural lubricant. They regularly have holes at the right height. As Iris said, at service level.
I'm going to regret introducing you to the term service level.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure.
I hate
I'm
this.
pretty sure tree sap does not make a good lubricant.
From now on, whenever I introduce halflings or gnomes in D&D games that you're in, Iris, I will refer to them as service level creatures.
Oh no!
Okay, it's been a while since we've had anything remotely logistically smashable in a traditional sense, right? And that's going to continue. We have the Azer. It is on
Right.
fire. This is not actually a dwarf, first of all. I need to stress. It's shaped like a dwarf. It is not. It is a fire elemental.
Okay.
With
It's
a body.
made of fire,
Okay.
lives in the plane of fire. By the way, I say no birth control necessary. I mean that. That's on the stat block.
Why is it in the stat block?
They cannot reproduce. what they do is they reproduce by building a child, and that becomes a new Azer.
Is this fucking
Okay.
Minecraft or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've now entered
Yeah.
D&D's Minecraft.
Yeah,
So
they build their
so
own.
they're Minecraft iron golems, but on fire.
Yeah, except they're like fully sentient sapient.
The thing with Azers is they deal fire damage on contact, and I don't know that they can turn that off.
They
If they
sure
can't
do.
turn that off,
I was going to surprise you all with that one. Heated body, it's called.
They can't turn it off, but it does turn me on.
Yes.
I mean, it's a dwarf, but also fire. It's probably gonna burn my dick off. I am gonna pass. I would not.
You're passing.
I would be able to use it to cook a packet of Smash, but I would not smash it.
Look, all I'm saying is you invest in a potion of fire resistance and you use it as lubricant. Easy.
Easy.
Yeah, but I might not have a potion of fire resistance on me all the
yeah,
time.
there's a lot of prep involved in this one.
Risky. What if the potion of fire resistance doesn't work and it's just a potion of shit?
Potion seller, I'm
Just
going
walk.
into bed and I require your strongest potion.
I would assume that the Azer carries around potions of fire resistance, much
for
like
this
people
specific
would
reason.
carry around condoms.
You want more than resistance.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this seems like a logistical nightmare. I'm out.
Okay, we got two
Is
passes.
it-
I'm sorry, I'm a smash for this. I like it hot.
I'm hot enough already.
You can't take the competition.
So this is a pass. Thank you for joining us in our titillating journey through the Monster Manual. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit like and let me know in the comments down below which monster you find most irresistible. And hey, if you want to see us crack through more hot stuff like this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Until next time, shame on all of you and, most importantly, shame on me.